really don't want a 5-star chest. What's up, Big Easy? How you doing? I'm doing okay. Trying to gear up my Thor here. We've got some crafting to do anyways, so... No, not on this set. We'll do it on Perception. The Mythical Charm. I mean, I'll take it. I really wanted that to be attack percent, though. No speed. Maybe I can re-roll those someday. I'm really looking for chests right now. Yeah, I'm doing okay. It's been a weird night for me. Those are interesting. I mean, they're... It's got speed, no accuracy, but maybe... I'm being quite a bit more lenient than I usually am right now, since I'm kind of starved for good gear. That's a nice piece. I like that one a lot. I could re-roll that. The boots... I'm being too lenient. I need to be critical of what I'm keeping here. There we go. Now we're talking. Even though the substats are terrible, 6-star speed boots I'll take. That's one I normally don't keep there. I'll be doing Hydra here in a little bit. Right now I'm just no speed. It needs to have speed. There we go. I'm so starved for good attack percent chests that I'm actually going to keep that. Just because it's 6 stars. What's up, JJ? How you doing? Okay, just making sure I was live over on Twitch. And I am. I've never built a Burgess before. I don't have a Burgess on either account, I don't think. Am I really thinking about keeping a 5? No, I don't want to keep... I won't keep a 5-star. I'll keep a 6-star with bad substats, but not a 5-star. You know what? I think I can keep that one. Did you just get one or something? He's a... Is that... I always get them confused. Is that the epic? Hang on, I'll check. Yes. Like I just don't see this being used. Crit rate with speed and accuracy. That could potentially be used on somebody. Like, I'm kind of okay with that one. Survivability, ally protectors, it's pretty much the same. You're always looking for survivability on an ally protector. 6 stars, I'll keep that. It's not the worst blue piece I've ever kept. Those are good substats. Though, is it ally protectors you want to avoid crit damage on, or is that the stun target? I think it's ally protectors. You want to avoid crit damage. Hey, what's up, Sammy? How you doing? Yes. Let's go. Good piece. There we go. Now we're talking. Would love to see crit damage on that, but... Thank you, Sammy. Yeah, I knew it was something like that you don't want There we go. I really want crit damage, like, instead of crit rate right now for the specific guy I'm trying to build, but still attack percent, crit rate percent substat. I'm 6-star in particular. I don't have hardly any 6-star attack chests right now. So that's a good one. It's 5-star. No, I don't think that would see play. Speed, but had speed and accuracy. I would consider that. Yeah, like that one. There we go. Ooh, that's a piece that I want right now. That actually might go on the champion I'm building right now, which is why I'm doing this stuff. Nice, nice. Like the substats there. What's up, Jinx? How you doing? I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. Reminds me. I'm actually gonna sell that. I like the speed and accuracy, but not on attack percent. Now. All right. I need to do more of that, but right now I want to finish this. So attack percent chest with crit damage. See, I actually don't want crit rate on it, because I'm over on crit rate right now. So this is going to go to 16 for sure. Speed, I'm glad we got a speed roll on it. We'll send it. Flat attack, I'm not going to upgrade that, so then I leave it. But still, if we put that on, that brings our crit rate down to 111. No, I lose too much crit rate on this, though. That's fine, but I lose too much attack on that. Granted, that might just be because the boots I'm wearing are... Nope, they're not even boosted. Hmm. Take off the filters and look at the lethal gear a little bit here. Yeah, let's level this. That's not bad. So that's better. So this is equipped. This gives me speed, though. Do I want to sacrifice a little bit of attack for some speed? My attack's really low, but I don't have any accessories on yet. I do lose a big chunk of accuracy before I have a banner, but the speed would help. 183 speed. I'm a little more comfortable with that. I'd much rather be around 200, but... we can come down here and... speed. No. Oh, I got a lot of rerolls, though. It's good enough for now. And that's unenchanted. I can probably get a decent amount out of that. Let's look at accessories now. We do have a feral. Can I rework this? Crit damage? No. Alright. Want attack, substat, attack percent. I mean, I wouldn't be upset at a pinpoint on him. What does it get me? If I get double attack percent. Oh, yeah, there we go. Wait. That's a bunch of speed. Oh, because it's got, well, it's speed and it's pinpoint. How do I feel about this? My accuracy isn't that low for the difficulty that I'm doing. So I think I'm actually going to go with this. An attack banner, we can always ascend it too. We get the accuracy. Actually really like this banner. Brings my attack up quite a bit. I'd like that to be higher, but I can't complain. That's really good too. I'm not going to take this all the way up. I don't want to dip into these. I need to farm this dungeon a little bit more before I start dipping into those. This feels pretty reasonable. What's up, Brad? How you doing? Alright, so let's start boosting it all up now. We're going to go big on the attack. I don't think I'm going to go all out for a higher value. I'd like higher than a 4 there, but, you know... Oh, and then we also want to ascend everything. Nice. I will boost that. Little HP. Nice roll. No, we're gonna force at least a 3 here. Okay. And I'll just pretty much take whatever I get there. Oh, I keep forgetting. We want to ascend. Looking for attack here. HP. So we want to enchant. We'll take a little bit of extra defense. I'll take a 3 or better. There we go. Accuracy, we want a pretty big boost if possible. I'll take a 6. I will have to re-gear my Odin, and I need to remember that before I do anything else, but I'm okay taking stuff off of the Odin here. I'm not worried about resistance. Nice. Better than a 2. Take a 4. And it's already ascended, but it's flat. I'll give this a rework or 2. Back to flat attack. Okay, well, we're going to leave that alone. The boots... Let's go for a big attack here. Nice. I like that. I'm being really greedy here. Ugh. I should have left the attack percent. Alright. We're going to leave it. We're going to send that to 6 stars. I'll take the 20% extra attack. Alright. It's not a bad build on him at all. We still need to ascend this and hope for attack. And we got it. I will take that all the way up. Alright. Still have a little bit of enchanting to do here. Again, going for a big... I'll take a 5. I'll take a 5 for sure. I'd like higher than a 2. There we go. Same thing with HP. Okay. This I don't care that much about. That's all boosted. That's all boosted. Okay. I really like the build on him. 6,000 attack for my free-to-play is a pretty good amount. So... I'm happy with this. We're going to equip it. I'm going to redo my Odin now while I can. Because I don't want to forget. That's not great. That doesn't make up for the total that I lost, but It gets me up there at least. %97. I mean, I can probably fix that later at some point. We could even ascend these, maybe get lucky. No. But I can figure out a way to make that work better. For right now, we're going to go with that on him, because I just don't have a better option at the moment. Unless this, like, trip rolls. What? 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 That's crazy. Watch it get crit damage now. No, okay. I had to try, right? I had to be greedy. I got a 7, and then I really want a good speed roll on this. I got an 8. That's awesome. We do want HP as well. Got a 4. I'll take it. No, I don't even need a quick slayer accessory. All I need is a trip roll, crit damage, crit rate gloves. Duh. What are you talking about? That's such, you know, such a weak play. Clearly, all you have to do is just get trip roll, crit damage gloves. Trip roll, crit rate on crit damage gloves. That's clearly the actual solution. Duh. But, alright. So, I've got Thor built. Thor, I think, is going to... Wait, so I think Thor is going to replace Newt, right? I think is what we said. I probably maxed this out. Yeah. No, I didn't, but close. Alright. I think we said we were going to keep the bunny, but take out Newt and put Thor in. So I have increased speed and decreased speed. And we're going to see how this goes. He's built pretty well. Not going to lie. Nobody to provoke. We want to do that. I'll hit here actually first because they got the thingy. Come on. Okay. He has enough accuracy on this account, so he's actually doing his job. He's gonna get feared again. Yay, no fear. I don't know, man. My scores. Did you see what my main account did today on Brutal? And then normal. Not great. I'm gonna have to get back to fishing for some better champions. We'll figure it out later. I'm actually really mad about it, and I don't want to talk about it today. We can talk about it tomorrow. What's up, Matt? How you doing? Are you a last-minute Hydra key guy like myself? It drives Skydoodle crazy. I would really love to see them implement a different way for the eating mechanic. I mean, I guess that's not the invincible thing, so never mind, but still. Do you think it's worth bringing decreased defense back instead of Wukong? I think we're going to try that. So I like Wukong there. However, not having decreased defense, like, I feel like he should be hitting for 1 billion there, don't you guys? Yeah, my damage is down as well. But by a good bit. Like, I think I'm more frustrated because wait, oh, that happened to me today. Do I want a mini cleanse here? It doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Like, I can cleanse off these fears, right? It will matter. It will matter later. Because Thor's gonna go, and now Mithrala can cleanse his fear off. So that was smart play. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. No, it wasn't the right play anyways. I was overthinking. Perfect. What's up, Nate? How you doing? So, I'll start it here. Why would that make me feel better that you're waiting on McDonald's? I don't understand. I can feel the decreased defense increasing the damage by quite a bit, rather than having Wukong. So I do like that change quite a bit. And we have an extra way to mitigate the fears too. So I like that. Well, you could be happy for me since my team just lost 7-2 to the Rangers and Trouba gave a likely concussion to one of our D-men. I'm sorry to hear that. Dude, our team's been cooking, man. And it's not even Obi. I think Obi's only had 1 goal in the last 5 games. They were force-feeding him tonight, and I hate seeing that. That's my biggest pet peeve with the Capitals. Is when Obi's not scoring and they try to force him the puck to get him activated. Like, I get what they're trying to do, you know? You're trying to help out your teammate, and him playing good helps if you get him activated early, right? You get him early in the season, there's no questions, there's no distractions. Oh, is Obi washed? You know, you just get him going early on. That's good for the team. I feel like that's what they're trying to do. But sometimes we lose games by forcing the puck to Ovi, and then they come to the other side and score. No. It's different. It's different. And I understand that that's the perception. What I'm talking about is like, oh, I have an open net. I'm going to pass it. Like, it's never been that bad. The power play is geared around Ovi. We try to, it's organized to try and get him open and get him the puck in his office. I totally agree with that. I'm not saying that that doesn't happen. I'm saying that in actuality, outside of the power play, like on a breakaway or something like that, they're not force feeding him the puck every time. Yeah. They need to fix that. You need to see zeros here. You need to see zeros. That's actually a problem. I actually don't like that. I know it's something small, but I feel like you need to be able to see the zeros so you know you're not doing damage. Because what if you don't know about the patch changes? Like, what if you're a casual player that's been doing Hydra and you're like, I don't understand, what happened? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking that, but you really need to be able to see zero damage there, even as a reminder to a regular player. Oh, that's right. I'm not doing any damage to those guys. I don't want to waste my stuff. Oh, of course that head came back. We're going to start here. Good. Good hit on that head. We needed that. It's the only head that's worth hitting right now. It's going to fear the hell out of me, but I got to do it. I'll mini cleanse here. I think I'll have a cleanse coming up. No. I made a mistake of not preserving enough resources to go all out for Thor's Soul. I really regret that now. I mean, it does help having that extra crit damage, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I don't think it's that big of a loss for you, personally. Yeah, I'm really happy with my damage per turn. I agree with you, Skydoodle. No, I've not tried Fennex and Hydra. Somebody mentioned that the other day in chat, I think. We want to pop this while I have shields out. Didn't matter anyways. That was a pretty decent hit for not having decreased defense out. Sorry, I was on autopilot there. It doesn't matter. He got that out anyways. Like, felt myself zone out. Alright, well, we gotta start with the one that's... Yeah. I don't know what to hit here. I think it's this. Because this guy takes reduced damage anyways. So I think we're better off hitting here for now. We can't provoke right now, so let's just extend our buffs. Now we can. I can get Hex on 3 targets, so we'll do it, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's... I might as well, because it's all I can do, but... What's up, Christopher? How are you doing tonight? Shouldn't... Okay. I was like, shouldn't he have revived? I didn't see Godseeker revive anybody else. Oh, Force Affinity. Okay, that makes sense. I can still do one more turn before provoke. I'd like to have the shield out there. Okay. Really don't want this guy to heal, but I don't think I can do enough damage to the shield. That's worth a try. He is much slower, so there's a chance. Nah. That's fine. It's not the worst head to get a heal. Good. I'm excited because I might be getting Mithrala tonight, as well as Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. Awesome. By the way, we all have our bad Hydra moments. I accidentally kept my Brutal Key that was short, which made it so I'm short on PR per Clash. I'm at 1.19 billion out of the 1.2. Yeah. Yeah. For me, I'm not like it was just annoying. It's just a little annoying. And I think making the Lady Mikage changes on my main Hydra team will help a bunch. Bringing Lady Mikage instead of Padrig, I think, is going to be huge. Primarily for the buff extension. Bro. God, I hate this crap. Yeah. I think the other two teams, I can use my Ankora Padric. I'm really lacking in I've been utilizing enemy max HP for so long. I'm really lacking in damage to the bosses, to the heads, especially with the new changes and everything. Oh, I don't think I've been... I just need a moment off camera. I'm still here. I'm just really mad. I'm glad that works off a weak hit. I checked today. I still don't have another duplicate Ugo on the main account, and that Ugo on the main account isn't even empowered. I only have one unempowered Ugo on the main account, and I've had that since empowerment became a thing. We need to get a shield up here soon, because he is not under a decreased attack. No, I didn't get 3%ed. I just, I'm a little careless with my buff usage sometimes, or my debuff usage sometimes. Alright, shields up. That increased attack is scary. Alright, shield did the job. So, I didn't have my block buffs out. And so, Poison Cloud went out, and then I couldn't provoke the head, and then everybody did all their things, so... It's just annoying. Overall, this team is a great improvement for me, and I'm really enjoying the changes that I've made. I do think the Rabbit could use a rebuild, potentially. Sure. We don't need it, but we'll do it. Yeah, I accidentally used my free 3-hour gear removal earlier today when I was too tired to think. I'm sorry. Oh, I should put it on Ugo. I don't know what I'm thinking. I think what gets me is with Ugo is, in particular, is I always want to have... I use her block debuffs, but also decreased defense. So when the heads are dead, I still want to use her and land that decreased defense, and sometimes that burns me. I'll save the cleanse. I'm gonna have more fears to deal with later. Glad I saved it. Yeah, I agree. 3-4 heads, it does suck. Nice, that was a big hit. We like seeing that. I think the real reason that I'm upset today is because I'm doing things like outside of my comfort zone, kind of calling in favors and such. Not even calling in favors, but still asking people for help, and I'm not a big ask for help kind of guy. That's not entirely true. Like, I'll ask for help on raid, but you know, I don't do well with the unknown. So if there's a circumstance where there's something going on and I have to wait and see, I'm not good on the wait and see part, because while I'm waiting, I'm concocting scenarios in my head of like what could go right, what could go wrong, what's gonna come from this, you know. Is this person gonna be like okay with this? Just, you know, are they not responding because of this thing, or are they just busy? You know, it's like all this stuff that goes through my, oh boy, am I an overthinker, sir. I don't even think overthinker is like the right term. I'm pretty sure I want to be clear. I want to be perfectly clear that I have never received any type of testing for adult autism, and I want to make that very, very clear. My son is autistic, and I don't talk about him that much on camera out of respect. You know, I'm not looking for sympathy or anything, but there are a lot of similarities between me and my son, and I have considered getting tested in the past. And that may be something that happens once we move to our next location, because that should be more of a permanent resting place for us. So then I can, you know, go see a doctor and not have a change of doctor in a few months, right around the corner. So I'll probably try and get a better evaluation on my mental state at the very least, whether that's related to a autism test or not. So I'm not gonna lie, that's called anxiety. Yeah. I use a lot of, like... Yeah, no, that's fair. It's a gift and a curse. Yeah, it's a gift sometimes too, but I don't know that I always get to enjoy it. $70.25. Congrats, Matt. I think we might work on my... I have pretty bad anxiety and I'm medicated for it, but I'm the same way. Yeah, I need medication for it, and that's something that yeah. Like I said last night, if I ever manage to turn this channel into something, I mean, it's already it's turned into something, so maybe I need to look further into it, but I would really like to be a proponent for mental health stuff. I went through it really bad when I was in the military. I had some thoughts, you know, some troubling things back in the day. And I want to make sure that people are out there getting their mental health checked out, you know what I'm saying? If I can hit 70, this is going to be really good. And then I can make a video talking about how my damage went up. Yeah, I feel like, and you know, I've said this before. I gave a speech in my speech class a few years ago, and in that speech, I said I feel like I was born a generation too early, because like my generation, I'm 37, I think. My generation, like, video games weren't something that you talked about. Like you weren't. I mean, you would talk about it with your other friends, but I remember, like, I knew people that were closet gamers. Like, they wouldn't talk about video games at school. I remember finding out that one of the kids, like one of the jocks, because I was kind of friends with everybody to an extent. Like, I wouldn't say like we were close. I wasn't close with everybody, but I played some sports, right? So I connected with some of the jocks. I was into nerdy stuff, so I connected with the nerds. Like, you know, I kind of was all with everybody. But anyways, when I found out that one of the jocks played a video game, I think it was Command and Conquer. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Let's talk about it. And he's like, I don't, people don't know that about me. Like, he kept it quiet. Anyways, when I gave my speech, or in speech class, everybody was giving their speeches, and everybody, all of the dudes that were giving their speech, telling them about themselves, were talking about video games. They're talking, like, you had to bring, like, 5 things that represent you, and, like, every single dude in the class brought an Xbox controller, basically. And so it was just one of those things where it was like, I wish I was born now, when video games were cool and popular and everybody was into them, and not, you know, back when no one talked about it and it was like a, you know, some people, you'd get ostracized for your interest in video games. Yeah. And like my daughter's generation, right? They're all growing up with tablets. And so I know that they're gonna, I mean, she games on the daily. She watches me play this. She watches me play other games. Like I've been playing that card game simulator. You know, there's I think they're going to be even, it's going to be even a bigger part of their, I don't know, I shouldn't be hitting this head. Good, I'll hit this one. I feel like it's going to be an even bigger part and even less stigmatized for them. Okay, I need it. So, what's going to happen here? Okay, the fear head is going to be the one to eat my guy. And it's going to eat Thor. That's actually good. It's actually really good. And the reason I say that is because this head has lower HP, so I should be able to do more to free Thor easier, because that's like that's the most dangerous part, is when Thor gets eaten. Oh, I don't know. He sped up on turns. Maybe it ends up being him. We got to hit here to start. Got a weak hit on the last one, I think. Brutal Key started. No clue what to expect from this one. Yeah, my niece knows how to FaceTime, and she's not even 2 yet. It's wild. I know, right? Bro, I remember... So I have this conversation all the time about how I feel like our generation... So where I work, I get a lot of elderly customers that come in and they're like... Because I work retail, and they're like, my phone doesn't work. Can you fix it? Right? And I always have this discussion kind of with my coworkers and say, I don't think that's going to be us, because we grew up in a time when everything, you know, technology was constantly changing. Like, I used DOS, I used Windows, now we have iOS, and all, you know, I'm not using iOS, obviously, I'm a gamer, but I do feel like there is going to be, like we're going to adapt better than maybe past generations that didn't quite get that. Like, I remember my mom was afraid to get away from a flip phone, because she was afraid that, you know, she couldn't figure it out. But I gotta tell you, there are times where I have to ask my daughter how to use her tablet. I will argue it's because of, like, it's made because of the child controls. It's not always as, like, black and white as what I would expect it to be, right? I'm sitting there looking for the X in the corner, and it's like, no, you just, there's a big button right in front of your eyes. I'm in my 50s, and I feel sorry for the kids that will never have the same experience that I had. Late 90s and in the PC industry, We were like rock stars. Yeah. Only 31, so a little bit younger than y'all. I'm in my late 60s, and I likely had far more experience with nature and the outdoors than a lot of kids today. Even at my age, by college, I was clearly a gamer. It's... You're not wrong. I gotta be real with you. It's partly my fault that we don't... we try to get my daughter outside quite a bit, and she actually is outside probably more than I was. If I'm being completely honest, no, that's not entirely true, because I grew up in a very safe neighborhood, and we had it was like be home before the streetlights come on type deal, you know. I could never do that in today's world. Not a chance could I trust my daughter to go play outside. I mean, she's way too young for it right now, but I wouldn't trust my son to do that either, and he's coming up on a teenager here pretty soon, so, you know. I don't necessarily think the world is any more dangerous than it was back when we were kids. I think that you hear about it a lot more now because of social media and things like that. I'm willing to bet if you could take... I don't know how many of you guys are on TikTok or anything, but I'm willing to bet that we're going to see a spike in... dash cam sales. In this month. No, Skydoodle, that's not necessarily how the military works. You have an option. So, okay, if we move to a base, because my wife's military, for those of you that don't know, and I'm former military, if we move to a base that has housing on base, we have the option to live there, but we do not own that home. We would be renting that home, and they're usually duplexes, so you're connected to another person, and like for people who like their privacy, that may not be a viable option. So what we're looking to do in our next location is buy a home, and we would not have that safety net of being on a military installation. And right now, where we're at, we are not at a major installation. We're at like a small little outfit. And so, we don't have any of the normal amenities that are afforded to us when we're near a military installation. And so we're in an apartment in a... it's a very safe neighborhood, but I still wouldn't trust it because we're just, I don't know. It's like I said, it's just, I think it's just because you see all this stuff. Anyways, the reason I said the dash cam thing, on TikTok, there was a guy that cut someone off and then backed up into them for insurance fraud. And it's all over TikTok, and it makes me want to get a dash cam. I'm actually probably going to get one before we move. And I feel like, you know, now that we have access to this type of news, it can change the way people approach things. First model IBM PC at home? Gotcha. I don't remember what my DOS system was called, but we had a DOS system that I grew up with. I remember doing C:// name of videogame.exe back in the day. Dude, we're killing it this key, man. This is going so good. Oh, the provoke got eaten. That makes sense. This is probably the end of my run. I don't know that I can free him without provoke. Because the shield is going to go on this head. I'm not saying that kids don't run around outside. I'm saying that I am not capable of letting my children run outside because of the information that is at my fingertips all day about kids going missing, kids, you know, kids being out and about and getting hit by cars, and, you know, there's like, it's just that constant feed. I just don't know that I feel comfortable with that. Maybe that changes. I think for me, it's a little bit more selfish than that if I'm being honest with myself. What I mean by that is it's not even that I think something will happen. It's that if something did happen, I couldn't live with that. That would break my heart, that even though I let my kid run around and do something that is seemingly normal, the same way that I grew up, if something happened to them, that would crush me. And because I would feel responsible, even though, you know, it's the way I grew up, and you make all these excuses, but I don't think I could be comfortable with that. So, ultimately, that's the reason. But who knows, right? I'm speaking about like, my child is very young. And so it's very easy for me to say that now, but when she gets older and she's like, come on, I'll be fine. Can I go on the ride by myself, please? I'll be like, fine, go ahead. And then nothing happens and you get more comfortable with that kind of stuff, so. An Atari 400, it used cassette tape for backup. Yeah, the move will bring me much closer to my son. So I'm very excited about that. I have not told him yet because we may not end up moving. Like, we won't know until we know. So I don't want to get hopes up for anybody until that time comes, right? I will take that. What do I need? Another 6 million? Alright, we'll do one more key then. We'll do this one on normal. That should have been on hard, right? Yeah, it was. We'll do this key on normal. I'm pretty confident I can get the 6 million that I need out of it. Alright, what am I missing? I do not have a cleanse, but I don't have another cleanse on the account anyways. We have block buffs, healing and reviving, damage ×3. I don't have a provoker, but we don't start with a provoke, and I only need like 6 million damage. So I feel pretty good about this. Let's do... Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna put my burn here because I really need this head to die. Like, so badly that I'm even gonna use Newt on it. Yeah, I've got Leech. I do need to get block buffs out. Leech really puts in work. Yeah, I mean, I've got two Leeches. I've got Deacon and I've got the Owl, but yeah, Leech really puts in work. And it's only normal, so we're going to get a lot less damage from some of the normal heavy hitters. I also have, because I have block buffs, I can afford to use the decrease attack. Never mind. Yeah, like remember, we're only looking for 6 million here, if my math was correct, and it could totally be wrong. So I am going to go for highest damage I can do, but do I want to use this? What does this do? Increase accuracy? Yeah, I'll take the increase accuracy. No block buffs, so I'm not going to use the weaken here, because I don't want the counterattack to get stolen. Alright, so now what head do I not want to deal with? And I'm going to say it's this one. So we'll put the burn on that head. We'll get block buffs out there. Oh, I'm sorry. That's unfortunate. I'm really excited that I finally get to finish off the 1.2 billion and move on to a new score sheet. Especially now that I can seemingly put up much better numbers. I mean, that was 140 million points, or 150 million points, actually. That's unfortunate. I didn't really want to hit that head anyways, now that I think about it. Okay, do this. That. Yeah, the bigger threat right now, head-wise, is the fear head. We need to get that one taken care of. I'm not going to target it, but we need to get it taken care of. So I want Geo to target it with the burn. Block buffs is up. I know it's not going to last forever, but I can be a little greedy here. We seemingly hit our goal. That's 2 fears in a row that I didn't get out. We don't have a hex. I need to remember that. Alright, we're just gonna power through this fear. Nice. I love how low HP that is. Alright, we need Geo's HP burn. And we don't get it. Alright, we'll pop it here. Got us a little bit low. We'll be okay. We have a head to target. For normal, that's a pretty low damage. Or about expected, I guess. Also in a head with really low HP, now that I think about it. Okay, so here we're kind of screwed for the time being. I mean, I want to hit... No, it really doesn't matter. It's weak hits everywhere we look. Now, Geomancer getting his burn is going to help a lot. I'm still going to do this. It'll put decreased defense on that head. So we want the burn here. Unfortunately, he already popped. We can do the weaken here. Good damage on that head. That actually worked out really well. I'm just going to A1. I'll save the big hit for when we can actually do damage. Oh, wait. I forgot about the HP burn. I can do damage to it. Alright, so we have a head we can target now. Maybe I get lucky. I'll take that hit. That's fine. I tried for the luck shot. We didn't get it. That's okay. Alright, that's good. That means he'll have the fear next turn. Alright, what do I want to do? I actually think I want to go here. Try and get him low. Nice. Alright, let's do the burn here. Because I actually feel like I can just kill this head. If I ever get to take a turn, of course. Nice heal. I think Wukong can kill this with the right ability. I really want to use my burn next turn. Oh, I was already feared. We're good. Wukong? Close. Very close. Not quite. I think because of the decreased attack there. Kind of canceled out the increased attack, so... That's actually fine. Alright. I'm not going to get full value out of this, but I am going to put the burn on this head so that I can attack them later after they put out their buff. Yeah, see, we didn't get, obviously we didn't get any of the damage of that reflect, right? Which kind of sucks. I mean, it did on himself, which is good, but... we kind of already hit our damage goal here, so I'm not too worried about it. We will not revive the Wukong. We'll let Wukong revive himself. Would really love it if this head just dies before... Dang. I wanted it to die before Newt took his turn. Oh, I killed it. Because I really want to place the HP burn on someone else. Perfect. Oh, you suck. I'm actually gonna go here. I really cannot stand the fear head right now. It's gonna be a long time till I can revive them. Oh. Alright, I need to remember with Arbiter to look. Alright, one more turn. Okay. There's no reason for me to be tired. I slept all day. I put the burn there because I may not have another way to kill that head later on. If they eat somebody. Because I don't have Hex. No block buffs, so we won't use that. Force them to come back. We should get block buffs on this turn. Apparently Wukong is way slower. There we go. Yep, it's... I will say, Skydoodle with the changes, it's going to be really hard for me to be up until 4 a.m. because, I mean, we're 16 minutes in and this run feels about nearly over. Like, it sucks my damage is down. I mean, honestly, my damage is up, technically, on the free-to-play, like I had kind of theorized, but that's more because I've got Thor now than anything else. You know, I don't want to be too misleading about it. Alright, so they're all 100% protected, so we're hitting here. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, we can still hit here. I'm glad this head is out now. I can't hit here yet, but I'm glad this head is out. Bro, we are only on 4-turn digestion right now? Let's go. So this team would suffer a lot more on Brutal, not even because of, like, necessarily because of the increased damage, which would be significant without cleansing, but without Provoke. Like, we're kind of cheesing this rotation right now. I don't know that we're necessarily... Oh, I should have gone here. I didn't think about that. But yeah, we're kind of cheesing the rotation by not getting the Fear Head. Or the Provoke Head, rather. I'm not doing anything to make me not get it, to be clear. Normal difficulty, you're less likely for the heads to change from the starting rotation. It'll still happen, but it's like less likely to happen. Yay, I get to hit here. I really want to see what Newt will do to this dead head, but I can already tell you it's going to be for 364. Maybe. Alright. We got that where we want it. Nice. I really want him to proc with these burns out. Wow. To 7-4. I added an extra 1 in there. Ah, now we're in trouble. So we need a Geo Burn so that I can target that head. Nice. Wait, no, he's going to cleanse it off. So we're going to wait. We're going to hold off here. Let him cleanse. Okay. I don't want that head out when I can't debuff. So we definitely need to place that there. I need to keep this head low and... Okay, here, that's fine. Okay. So he's going to cleanse himself of the burn, but that's fine. Yeah. Good news is we can keep hitting there. We'll break that shield. Alright, so we've got 2 turns before another cleanse. We'll revive, we'll heal. We really want to get this guy down quickly. We don't have any way to deviate from his or you know, deal with his mechanics. You done your last run, Sammy? How did it go? Good. That stun is good. Would love to get a burn on there. That fear is concerning, but it's not the worst fear. Oh, well, we don't have the burn anyway, so we're fine. Hey, that fear actually helped me. Because I didn't hit there. Not too bad. All my teams took a hit. This last one was on hard. Did 265 million. Yeah, I mean, you're doing better than what I did on my alternate keys on I was using the Trunda as quite a crutch. So I didn't really have traditional Team 2 and Team 3. I'm really hopeful that the next shard pull opportunity will yield some good results on my main account. It's weird. This really changed my stance on non-voids, because there's definitely some non-voids that I want again, like Nekbothar and stuff. Previously I was like, yeah, I don't really need him, but my need for him has ramped back up dramatically. Or even Glacid, another Duchess even. Don't get me started on this account. This account needs a lot of support. I really should have gone for the new fusion on this account. The more I think about it. The one that we just had that well, that a lot of people didn't go for. I think I should have gone for him. A cleanser and a healer on an account that only has one cleanser and it's Mithrala. Well, and Reliquary Tender. No, I know that breaking the stun, or the shield stuns it. Okay. Same reasoning as before. I don't have a way to kill that head because I don't have Hex in the team. To be completely honest, I don't feel like my timing on the mechanics is too critical on this. This is a normal run. And we've already well surpassed our damage goal, so I'm really not worried about the run at all. And min-maxing, that kind of stuff. I'm just looking to knock some heads. That's fine. By the time we don't have a target, those will come off, or Geomancer's Burn will come up. Those are weak hits, and they still hit for 180 million, or 180k, sorry. I love it. Okay. Want to use the burn here, because we would prefer not to target that head, so I'd rather kill it in a non-direct means. Yeah, Feral Barkhorn is one that I would want as well. Um, I restarted my brutal run, threw in more damage, less support. All good so far. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Matt. So this is the only head that I can effectively hit right now. And I kind of want it to be done now anyways. Ooh, that's tricky. I need Wukong to get a turn here. I'm going to hold off on the AoE hit from Gwendolyn for a second. Ooh. I changed my mind. I'm going to use that hit. Yes, Wukong. Thank you, thank you. Same thing, HP burn on that head. Same reasoning. I am having fun, Vodka. This team is going quite better. My main account did not hit 1.2 billion. Partly my own fault. So I'm going to have to do a lot of reworking over on that account to get my teams back up to snuff. Alright. Let's hit here, actually. How are you doing tonight, Vodka? Horrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Man, that bites. Sorry for the sound dropping there. Can you take a turn, please? I got no benefit from that proc, and I'm sad about it. I'm not even gonna waste the A2 right now. Bro, I need advice. My tournament for one of my alts ended 2 days ago, and it won't go away. Brand new account. No new tourneys are opening. Yeah, okay. So that's a thing that happens on new accounts. You have to, unfortunately, you won't see any new tournaments until the novice tournament goes away, as you already know. But it will take a few days to go away. It's very frustrating. But I don't know if that's like something that they changed in the game. I feel like it's always been that way, at least when I've done new accounts. I've made quite a few of them. But yeah, you just have to wait it out. It sucks. I think they kind of do it a little bit to stop a lot of the... I don't think it's intended to stop this. I think it's just a happy accident for Plarium, but I would assume they probably do something like that to avoid people making too many referral accounts. Did you win your novice tournament at least? By the way, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes away, but it will go away, right? I just pray I can do... Yes, yes, it will go away. It'll go away before the fusion. Man, you're going hard on the fusion. You don't even know what what if the next fusion sucks. But yeah, it'll go away. Yeah, I had the same thing happen on my Ninja account. Novice tournament stuck around way longer than I wanted it to. Because I think we had some really good tournaments for, like, other stuff. Probably, like, books or something. And I was like, oh, I could get a book really easily if I could do this tournament. And I couldn't do it. Alright, we need a Geo burn here. Well, I mean, or AoE attacks, that works too. Yeah, we're gonna put the burn here. I should probably put it there, but I'm not super concerned right now, since I just got devoured. Yeah, there's not a lot of information on it. I was in a situation where I had to Google it too. So, yeah, it's just a short-term thing. I honestly I would keep checking. If it was 2 days ago that the tournament ended, I want to say it could be more, but I want to say it's 48 hours. Like, not exactly, but somewhere in that realm. I could be completely wrong. It could even be 72 hours, and I just don't know for sure. Good morning, THC. How are you? We got a lot of you guys hanging out today. I love to see it. Got a hit here. We don't talk about brew. No, no, no. Yeah, if I had the provoke head, I wouldn't be doing nearly as well as I'm doing here. I kind of should have hit there, to be honest. With Newt in particular. Everyone leaves a like. Oh, everyone leave a like on the stream for my boy. Thanks again for the help, bro. First time seeing you live as well. Hey, I'm happy to have you. I'm sorry that I haven't been coming out with more content lately. But the streams take up a big chunk of my night now, so I gotta figure out a better system for this. So CVC, I'm a little irritated. It's a minor thing. Like, I'm not like mad, but I'm irritated because we went all the way again, and it's fine. Like, we're gonna win, and that's the point. But we went down to tier 1, and I would much rather be like tier 2 because the rewards are just so much better. It's a big jump, the rewards from tier 1 to tier 2. Like, you're talking blue rings, right? Versus you'll get, I mean, I can't show you, but up in tier 2 you'll get all purple rings, and then I actually really like the clan boss keys right now with how fluctuating clan boss is, and then the better rewards here at the end of it. Tier 3 would be even better, but I don't know that we would beat a team at tier 3 per se. So yeah, I saw you were down over 3 million. Do you have a schedule for streams? Try to drop by when I can. I stream Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursday, Friday from 9:30 until roughly midnight, usually later. I take Wednesdays off because my daughter has jiu-jitsu Wednesday. I go back to work Thursdays. So it's just easier to have that night to myself. It's a little crazy to me that this team is doing better. I shouldn't hit there. This team is doing better than my my normal team on the main account did by a lot. Granted, I didn't manual that team, so a little bit on me, I guess, but yeah. Okay, we can hit here with him. I didn't have an ally attacker in the team, but yeah, I was a little tilted. I think if I manual and I run even teams closer to this, I'll have better results. Nice, man. Any tips on starting streaming? I'm starting this week with content, etc. I'm thinking. I'm not ignoring your question, and I'm not mad about the question. The number one... okay. The number one tip I would give would be to network. And what I mean by that... and you have to be careful. You have to be very careful. Be involved in other people's chat, but don't go advertising your stream in other people's chat. So, like, for example, tomorrow, and this is not... it works for me, but I don't do it on purpose. But like tomorrow, I'm gonna be on my day off when I'm playing the game. I'm gonna have content over here, so I'll be watching other streamers play games, and I'll just be chatting with them, just getting to know them, whatever, right? Comment enough, they get to know your name or whatever. By the way, this is not your primary strategy. This is just a tip that you may not have heard anywhere else, right? Primary strategy would be try to get your clan to watch you. Try to get your friends to watch you. Just try and, you know, get some eyeballs on you. I recommend multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch, but YouTube, I think, has a better discoverability, so keep that in mind. But the reason I'm telling you to network is because let's say that you go into somebody's chat a bunch for like 2 months. You don't advertise your stream. You don't drop subtle hints that you're a streamer. I don't recommend that. This community is really willing to help small streamers, so don't, you know, you may be encouraged to do that by the streamer themselves, and that's fine. But what the networking is going to do for you after 2 months, let's say you get like your best viewed stream, like 6 viewers, 10 viewers, right? Raid somebody with those viewers, somebody that's like a content creator that you like and that you've been in their chat and they've gotten to know you, and they're gonna see, oh hey, you're a content creator, that's cool, you know, and then maybe they raid you back, and then maybe you get introduced to other content creators, and maybe you do a podcast, and you know, maybe next thing you know, you've got 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like, you never know what might happen. I recommend sucking up to Vodka. He's a very well-known member of the community and mod in here. That is also a very good thing. The number one thing that I would recommend, this is also another outside-the-box advice, be yourself. 100%. In my personal opinion, thicken that revenue stream. Yeah. I truly believe that being yourself is the key to being a successful content creator. I think if you put on a persona or you're not honest with your chat or even yourself in some cases, I feel like that is gonna be like, people see through it. I've tried being the YouTube-y, like, what's up, guys? How's it going? You know, and all of that. Like, I still do some of that, but I do it at my level. I don't I don't do it at the you know, a higher level than that. I think you really being, I think being your, and that's not to knock anybody that can achieve that level. That might be their level, but mine is very much like, hey, what's up, guys? You know, I don't know. I might be talking out of my ass there, but networking really helped me. But be patient. That's the most important thing. Be patient. Don't you may go into some content creators and, you know, mention that you're a streamer and they're going to be like, please don't advertise in my channel, you know, or something like that, right? And then you might burn that bridge for the future. That's a fear that I have. I always worry about. And that's that fear is something that Skydoodle and Vodka have to constantly tell me to get the F over, because all I'm doing is holding myself back. But yeah, I care too much about what people think about me. But that's me. That's Roadblock. All right. I'm going to be force targeting that. He's got a cleanse coming up. So this kind of doesn't matter. We'll go there. Oh, good. All right, so we really want to hit here, and we want to hit hard here if possible. Well, that's not going to help. That's not going to help. Yeah, you'll always find your audience for that, you know? You'll find your audience, or they'll find you, I should say. But I feel like if you try to appeal to a certain audience, or you try to alter your content or something, it, you know, it feels disingenuous, and some people are fine with that, you know? It's just, for me, that's not my stuff. Also, a great way to communicate with streamers is in YouTube chat most of the time, because more often than not, their community that watches the stream is on Twitch. Sometimes I'm alone in YouTube chat. Most of the time, because more often than not, their community that watches the stream is on Twitch sometimes. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so if there's a multi-streamer, like a content creator that is a multi-streamer, you'll be alone in the YouTube chat rather than the Twitch chat. So maybe your messages are more likely to be seen. But keep the grind too. It's going to be intimidating. It's going to be demoralizing. I personally had the hardest time back in the day streaming to one viewer, and that viewer was me. So, but stick to it. Trust me. With me, it's the opposite. Yeah. I would make sure you're double dipping too. Not necessarily multi-streaming, but make sure that you're also making content. Well, okay, this is up to you. It depends on what kind of stuff you want to do. But I highly recommend making YouTube content if you're trying to promote your stream. Make a video, talk about Hydra, talk about Clan Boss, talk about your favorite champions. You know, it's a turn limit. So it used to be 1,500 turns. They just changed it, so now it's 1,000 turns. This is the only team that I've managed to hit 1,000 turns on. Or even get close. I still have quite a few to go. And I'm about to start smacking right now. The problem is if I don't kill this head, then all these guys are going to come back with the 100% damage reduction. It kind of benefits me to kill here, but I'm also like about to be done, so I would rather just... Ah, okay, I see what you mean. I may pitch in at the end of my videos when I pitch it. Yes, always pitch your stream. Pitch your content in your content. Always do that. There's no reason not to. If I'm going to live stream, I'm going to pull shards. I'm going to tell people, hey, I'm live streaming. Hey, I'm pulling shards. I do use OBS. I would recommend... Stream Elements OBS. I would recommend getting Stream Elements in general. It's really good for up-and-coming content creators because you will get sponsorships. I have about a list of sponsorships that I could currently take. I'm not taking any of them because I don't have time for them in my schedule right now. If I was doing this full-time, I would be taking sponsorships and trying to make the money off of the sponsorships, but you're not going to get them right away. But as your Twitch gets bigger and everything, you're going to start to see these offers popping up from Stream Elements. But yeah, OBS is awesome. I definitely recommend using it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to be done. I kind of want them to kill me. I will say, Brandon, 14.2 million and 30 million is not that much of a difference in terms of like others, but I will tell you right now that this team actually does more damage. I will, however, argue that the reason it does more damage is because I don't have to deal with this provoke head very often, so it's a good rotation for me. Yeah, Nick, but I mean, if you were doing, I mean, that's teams that were doing 1 billion are probably going to get hit harder than the lower level players, which sucks. I know that I'm not happy about it, right? I'm a little pissed off today because my main account didn't get 1.2 billion for the first time since they introduced that new mechanic. So, or new rewards. So I'm pissed off about it, right? I'm not happy about it. However, I know that I can adapt. I know that I can overcome it. I know that I can make changes. because I have the champions and I have the gear. So moving forward, I'm okay. But newer players, like Brandon, may have a much, we're worried that they were going to have a much harder time than what we were going to have, and I think that that's not necessarily the case. What are your thoughts on the upcoming Fusion? Expectations? I know we haven't had a good Halloween Fusion in years. Did they announce the details on the Fusion? I haven't seen them yet, if they did. No, I don't see anything just yet. Another obvious thing, maybe not be obvious, is try your best to be knowledgeable in all things raid. If you want to make content, it's better for the viewers, but you can also get noticed by CCs in their chat. Auto no setup, I understand so little with Hydra. I think you're going to see a lot more videos coming out about Hydra in the coming months to try and compensate for the lack of knowledge now. I just don't like that it's not as good on auto. I don't care about the damage nerf. I don't think they did yet. Just most of the ones from the past have been bad, like Harvest Jack. Yeah. Thanks, Dirty Dan. Gonna keep watching Roadblock and refining. I have seen no details on Fusion. Yeah, it's not out yet. The new changes made it so you can't use your best team on normal or hard. I don't follow what you mean. I hope it's a terrible Fusion so I can skip it and it's soul event after. Yeah. Used to run my main team on hard, now it's better doing it on brutal. That's good though. That's good though. Like that's kind of the point, right? Is that you're not cheesing it at a lower difficulty that's below your means. That quad hit is going to help. Oh, it only did 9. Okay. And there we go. All right. Wow, I only have 55 more turns, so I'll just keep manualing it, I guess. I was going to be like, oh, well, that's it. Game over. I am going to auto it. I'm too tired. I give up. Yeah, no, it's a good thing. That was the thing, right? You got to understand, like, you had guys that have been playing this game for 5 years, have spent tens of thousands of dollars potentially in the game, and they were doing normal difficulty and getting a score that was so far beyond what most players are capable of doing. And so, in the long term, it's better for the game. But for me, in this particular week, it's very frustrating because I didn't have time to remake my teams. Nothing wrong with playing at a casual level. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Good, man. Okay, so what did I get in total on the free-to-play? 155. No, that only has my one key. Yeah, that didn't have my second key yet. I need to wait for that to update. There it goes. Okay. So the free-to-play got 240. Man, these numbers are way too gapped apart. Like, to go from 35 to 140 to 350 million? That's a jump. Anyways. 100% agreed. Now I can get more Hydra chests again. Yeah, exactly. Brandon, focus on gear, brother. Don't farm dungeons unless you need minnow, pots, or it's on a 3x speed. I don't fully agree with that. Best gear is from Arena, Live Arena, Hydra, etc. Dungeons need buff to gear. I do agree with the buff to dungeon gear. I feel like it's very extreme to say that the gear from dungeons. I've seen a lot of content creators coming out and saying, "Don't do dungeons. Don't do dungeons. The gear sucks. Don't do dungeons." It's like I don't know that I agree. I guess I agree with it in the sense of like don't go like there looking for gear, but you can still do dungeons. Like when tournaments are going on, do the dungeons. I don't agree with not doing it in its entirety. Small clan used to take down normal for last 8 rounds, now can't come close. Yeah, no, I don't like the update as a smaller clan perspective. So here would be my question for you, Sour Cow. Because I just really want you to understand what just happened. Like what you guys just watched on screen, right? I I threw this team. This is my scraps. Right? I don't have a provoker. I don't have a hex. These are scraps. Like that wouldn't make the cut in other runs. I did 88 million. And normal has 111 million HP. So I almost killed normal by myself. Three-time Sabbath isn't bad either. A three-time Curse regen. I play once a week, maybe 2 times a week. Individually, I can still do my keys. Yeah, I mean, that's good. I also don't agree with stocking on energy. I'm sorry, I don't mean to disagree with you so much. Pulled a Newt versus in Danag today, so maybe I should spend some more time daily. Grats on the Newt, that's huge. Well, to be fair, the guys that did the best in the HH challenge only ever farmed gear in dungeons perfusions. Otherwise, they didn't touch them. I don't understand that. Like, I wasn't getting gear from other areas enough on the Ninja account. Like, I just don't understand where they're getting their gear then. Like, it just doesn't, like, you're, maybe it's the terminology that people are using that's tripping me up, but to say that they never did dungeons, never, except during fusions only. What are they doing with the rest of their time? You only get so many faction wars keys a day. Thank you, Brandon. It's just you guys are making it sound like like the way that it's sounding with what you're telling me is that they didn't have speed gear. They didn't have savage gear. They didn't have. They just didn't have gear. They were just crafting everything in the forge from resilience and probably resilience and perception. I mean, you're doing clan boss without lifesteal gear. Like I just don't. I don't. It's so extreme to say they never did it. That's the point that I'm trying to make is that it's not that simple. So they were just dungeon farming to get champions to 60 and then not having gear to put on them? I mean, don't get me wrong, that challenge started very well, right? Everybody got Rathalos, and a bunch of people were able to get Armands in it, I think. And Ancora as well. A few of them did Ancora in that challenge too. But I'm just here. What I'm saying is that on the ninja account, I never had enough gear. I never had ninja built the way I wanted. I never had Sun Wukong built the way I wanted. Kale built the way I wanted. Like I was stuck. I never got replacement pieces. Granted, on that account, I didn't do as well, focusing on other areas of the game. So, you know, maybe that's what it was. I don't know, but I mean, I did the challenge. Obviously, you've got it's just for me. You don't get Hydra until what 45, so you're not getting Stone Skin or protection gear until what much later. For Demon Lord, the gear doesn't get good until um until Brutal, right? I can understand the argument if they were because I do run a lot on the free to play. Like I run a lot of stuff where I don't have anybody leveled, right? I've got 2 people leveled and geared. None of these guys have levels or gear, right? So that's on me. So maybe that's what they were doing. They were putting like trash 4-star gear and they were pushing faction wars more often and being able to therefore forge perception gear. Maybe they're actually forging this 4 to 5-star stuff too. So maybe that's where I'm confused. It's just I'm not understanding it. So yeah, winning tournaments, I get that. I did that on Ninja a lot. And don't get me wrong, I understand the premise too, right? I wanted to build Thor on this account today. Okay? So when I built him, I took these gauntlets off of Odin. And I was able to put him in lethal, which of course I crafted in the forge, right? This chest plate I crafted today. And I specifically was trying to craft gear because I got enough crit rate from these 4 pieces and these boots that I didn't need any more crit rate. So, but I didn't have at the time, you'll see, for attack percent chests, I don't have a lot. Now I have a lot. So I get what you guys are saying in principle. But I couldn't have done this type of thing on the Ninja account. Yeah, but then you have this. And I wouldn't have been able to get this type of gear if not having access to those dungeons. I need one more piece of stone skin on him. These boots suck. That's a good point, Skydoodle. Most of them got Rathalos and 6-piece Slayer. Yeah. Hey, Germinators, thank you for the follow. I don't know why my alert didn't work there. I apologize, but thank you. Wait, did I have a stone skin ring that I didn't see? No. I really don't want to, like... Those boots aren't terrible. I don't know. I'm not really using him that much in Arena anyways, so I'm not going to worry about it right now.
Shoot him, Kevin!
Hey! Thanks, Sammy, for the follow-up. Been watching on YouTube. Thought I'd try Twitch. Well, thank you. Welcome to the Twitch. Yeah. Oh, speaking of, sorry. Let me do something before I forget. Du-du-du. Yeah, no, I don't mind people coming over and watching on Twitch. Especially if you guys have like Prime subs and stuff. Not, you know, but if you have them and you can get, because I know that even becoming a member on YouTube, unfortunately, doesn't get rid of ads. I think. And so I know some people watch over on the Twitch side of things so that they don't have to watch ads. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I forgot I had 2 account takeovers that I needed to reach out to. Did you know that if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to your favorite streamer every month for free and get that sweet ad-free content? Yeah. Really keen on seeing what the Halloween fusion is going to be. We are also overdue the Demon Spawn Faction Unity champ. I think they're taking a slight break from Faction Unity. Um, right? Because we finally went through the first 2 factions. So, like, after they did these first 4, they did a slight break. They did a bonus to try and get all of them. Here, they did a similar thing, but they did a bonus to get all 8 of them, potentially. And I think now you're going to see a little bit different. I think they'll probably do this for the next patch, which will probably be around the same time as the fusion. I don't think it will be a fusion, though. I don't think they're going to do a fusion Unity champ at all. I didn't realize she was Demon Spawn. Hmm. That's not a lot of room. Wait, I had some bad gear get through my cracks there. What happened? I don't know how I ended up with that stuff. I really don't know what I'm keeping that for. I'm gonna be real with you. Who are you talking to, Dirty? I am not following the conversation. Alright, I booked everybody over here on the main. I can book a rare real quick. That... No. Let me see if he's online. He's not online. So the shoot him, Kevin, that's my friend. Let me play it for you. So that came from
Shoot him, Kevin!
so that's my friend. He we were playing Apex and I was trying to shoot a guy and he wasn't looking at me and he was going back and forth and I kept like missing him. And so he yelled at me. He's like, "Shoot him, Kevin." I'm like, "I'm trying." And like it was this big thing. But yeah, that's what that's from. That's not from what you're talking about. Sorry if I like ruined your connection to me, but I just like want to be honest. That's what that's from. So yeah, his name he's if he was online, I'd go join his chat and get him to say it live for you. No worries. You're no. You don't not Not your bad in any way. Um, yeah. It was just I needed something to be like, my thing, and it made me laugh. So I don't usually use her for Hydra. The Brimstone beat Amius on hard for me. But yeah, Tila needs to get rebuilt. Like, she's not built for Hydra. She's just built as a burner. None of the teams I used today are what I want to go with. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to talk about it. Like, I'm gonna get mad, and I don't want to get mad. What my teams did today on the main account is not me. Like yeah, this team, by the way, this was auto. I stepped away from the computer and decided not to finish it, but I don't understand how this team got outperformed. Maybe because I did auto and I should have just done manual from the start, but I also should have done it on hard and not normal so that I can get the multiplier. So gotcha. Gotcha, Dan. So I think next time I'm gonna swap these, right? And I know we don't get the benefit of the Mikage A1 auto attacks if we swap them. However, she makes this team stronger, in my opinion, more than Padrick does. Um, Although we lose the decrease accuracy for Thor, or the increase accuracy for Thor. Wait, no, he doesn't give increase accuracy to Thor, so never mind. Um, but I think that's going to make a huge difference in the performance. Um, I need another block buffs for this team. But I figured if I bring a burner, it would be just fine. So I don't know how to really build Tila. Like, I just don't know how. I need to rebuild her. But Molly was useless because they never brought the provoke head, so there was no reason to even bring Molly in this team, which was annoying. So it's all kind of we'll figure it out. Yeah, I've got 2 archers on the main account. Welcome back, Vodka. We'll do it. We can do it third. Well, shoot, I'm scheduling right now. That's what I've been like going and doing over in Discord. So I've got Vizix on both accounts actually. Are you talking for the third team? Yeah, I mean, physics is possible. I don't know. I really don't like not having a 2-turn provoke. It's just more frustrating than anything else. But um, that's not why that team didn't do well. So I would argue that the ally attack is on a 4-turn cooldown on Padrick. it might be on a 4-turn for Mikage as well, but yeah, it is. Okay, never mind. No, he's talking about my main team. You guys are gonna make me mad, but not to your fault. He's saying that I won't get increased speed from Padrig if I bring Lady Mikage down here, and Lady Mikage doesn't have any Shadowkin to capitalize on her A1, where here I had Mishinaki, who gets a ton of hits with Mikage. However, the reason I want Mikage down here is specifically to remove the reflect damage from the Head of Suffering. Because Acrizia can't do anything other than single target attacks when that's out. And because that head is so effing slow, and because I bring a decreased speed, that debuff lasts forever. Lady Mikage reduces, or that buff lasts forever. Lady Mikage reduces enemy buffs, which is why I want Lady Mikage on the team. That's fair. You're saying because of the hex. Yeah. Look, this is what I'm talking about. This is going to piss me the fuck off because I threw this shit together just to get done Hydra. It's the last day to do Hydra. I didn't plan. I didn't think. I don't like my Shadowkins on this roster are ass. They're not built. Not that the champions themselves are bad. They are not built. Right? Like, okay, I could bring Harima. She's a little bit faster, I guess, but I didn't think that she would do well enough. Right? And I didn't have a block debuffs on the second team because I only have one Ugo on the account. So I wanted the buff strip from Mishinaki. I could have brought Ninja, but Ninja's built like shit. 169 speed, that's not good enough, right? Only not even 6k attack. Like, he's built really bad, and his accuracy is only 243. I think I need like, I think you said I need 250 or something, but and Harima's accuracy isn't low enough to land her provoke, so that doesn't even matter.
Shoot him, Kevin!
Thank Bozzolo. Thank you, Bozzolo, for the follow. I understand not everybody can agree with me, but my perspective is I want to have a strong number one team. Like, I want this team to do 250 million. At least. So that I can get 1 billion damage out of Nightmare. And then have a slightly weaker Brutal team, and then have a weaker normal team. Now, by the way, this team I would have done, given what I just did using scraps, I know I can get a better performance out of a normal team. Maybe even hard, given the level of my account. But, yeah, and like I'd much rather have Mishinaki down here too. I don't like having Mishinaki and Archer on the same team. So, but I wanted to pair a Shadowkin with Mikage is the main reason I did this. So that's where things get interesting, Vodka. Maybe I build this guy. Yes, Ugo's in my main team. That's my point. And I only have 1 Ugo. I have not gotten any duplicates since the empowerment. Yeah. I do have a second Sun Wukong if I really want to go that route. I could go past Packmaster Shayak. This does make sense. Like, I do like the block buffs. I'm worried he's too squishy. Personally. Oh, I know. I know his A1. I love his A1. So, just given my options, that's why I went with Burns instead of a block buffs. So, what I'm kind of leaning towards is, like, this seems interesting. But yeah, I would only be bringing them for the block buffs. Why is this situational? Just fix this. Just make this exactly what it is. I know why it's situational because it's super fucking broken. Just give it to him. He's a void legendary. Like, I want him to be useful in Hydra, and he's not, and it sucks. Like, I keep saying I would love to see the legendary version of Ugo. The only thing I feel like that comes close to the legendary version of Ugo is Sulfurion. No, not even him. Who am I thinking of? Who does HP burn and block debuffs? Maybe that's not a thing. It might not be a thing. Maybe I'm making this up in my head. Supreme Gallic. Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of. Thank you. So this is and this is why I'm getting mad about it, because Sammy made a great suggestion, and I realized that, by the way, because I'm gonna compliment Sammy's suggestion, and I may have shit on Vodka or Sky Doodle for the same suggestion, and I apologize. I'm very like aggressive about this, and I want to be clear that I don't mean that. You guys know that. I do like the idea of bringing Harima up here and moving Thor down, but I worry that I'm losing decrease. Or no, I'm not. This actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, basically, to back to my point about a legendary Ugo, I want an Ugo that does decreased defense, block buffs, and something more. And so I feel like the legendary version of Ugo would be block buffs, decreased defense, and weaken. Allele does that, but he doesn't do that in Hydra, and it's stupid. Odin doesn't do it either. Odin's just decreased defense and a buff strip. Yes, I have Lydia, but it's a single target block debuffs. I do like the idea, though, of Lady Mikage and Thor going down and staying with Padrig and Harima coming in here. But I have to test it first, because in my testing, when I've used Harima in Hydra, it doesn't feel like it's hitting as hard. Like, it doesn't feel good. And I don't know if it's my Harima build. I don't know if it's my choice of abilities. Maybe because I didn't have Mikage. I mean, she's not even that slow anymore at 227. She's probably faster than what Mishinaki is. Oh yeah, by a good bit. Okay. So I wouldn't have increased defense on the team that you suggested. Oh wait, does Lydia bring or Duchess bring that? No, she brings the increased attack. Yeah, I will not have an increased defense. Yeah. Unless I keep Padrick up there. Yeah, I feel the same way, Vodka. I don't really like Lydia and Hydra unless it's a old Trunda team that doesn't work anymore. I do really like the idea of moving Ancora up, putting Padrig here, like, so Pythion goes down, Ancora comes up, Padrig goes down, right? Thor goes down. So you have Ancora, Padrig, constantly refreshing the Thor. On Brutal, Thor's going to do more in terms of accuracy. Like, his accuracy will actually do stuff for him. And Mishinaki probably goes down then. So that third team looks a lot stronger. Then you have Mishinaki, who I think is much better than Tila, despite her 6-star blessing. Which she could get rebuilt, I guess. But, let's assume I take out Trunda and Rathalos. So this is Pythion, Inquisitor, Molly, and Mishinaki. Who are my damage dealers down here? I mean, I have the rabbit on this account. We could go rabbit. We could bring newts. True, I could take the Shamael out of normal. So then who are my 3 damage dealers down there? Like, we just saw Gwendolyn putting in work. And she's going to hit harder on this account than the other. Then we got Razzlevark. So maybe something with them. Maybe even both of them. Increase speed, decrease speed. With big shields and cooldown reductions out of the Ancora. Or no, she wouldn't be down there. So down here would have Pythion and Mishinaki. Well, no, Mishinaki would be down here too. And Ancora's moving up. I like Ancora paired with Padrig. And she would keep Thor from getting... I guess he wouldn't get feared here if I'm bringing Inquisitor. This team's going to be on hard. I don't know. I'll toy around with it tomorrow. Probably off camera, maybe on camera. Well, I'm not recording. I'm not streaming tomorrow. And I'm actually about to be done streaming tonight, too. Because I need to get recordings done that I promised I would get done. And I need to go to sleep. I have a very long day tomorrow. I got things all day tomorrow. Yeah, like I said, we can toy. I can toy around with it. I'm not completely against splitting up Ancora and Padric. I just really like it, but I do not have to do that. Either way, like I told you guys, I knew it was gonna piss me off. Um, we'll mess around with it, but still, I think Allele. I would love for him to get like just make this. Hold on. Also, a one-turn block buffs is stupid. Does this work? Am I? No, because it, yeah, and replaces them. Like, just make this before attacking, removes increased defense and decreased defense. And then space places strengthen and weaken. Space places a block buff, and then it can't be resisted. All right. Have a good night, y'all. Hey, let's do something. Let's head on before you guys leave. Do me a favor. Let's head on over to Twitch. Head on over to my Twitch because we need to. We're gonna raid somebody. Over on Twitch. So let me take a look at who we're gonna raid. I wanted to do PJ last night, so we're gonna do PJ. I know he is. I rated him before. I rated him a couple of days ago, Vodka. I don't think you were here for that one. We're gonna raid PJ because I haven't raided PJ in a little bit. But I did raid Zero Brew a couple of days ago. So head on over to my Twitch, guys. We're gonna set up this raid. Plus, I want to hang out in PJ's chat, anyways. All right, here we go. Make sure to give your love to PJ.
Roadblock with the raid! Let's go. He pulled a 250 color card in free time. Little does he know. He'll learn. If you're not following Roadblock, go check him out. I'm another awesome streamer. Streams on YouTube and on Twitch. Dual stream, really good dude. Does some account takeovers. Hope you had a great stream. I was actually lurking your stream. Now I'm lurking at my stream. Now I gotta swap that up, lurk somewhere else. But I hope you had a great one. What are you up to? Hope CBC's going well. Much love, bro. Thank you. Just been doing a lot of gear cleansing. I've been trying to run a lot of the event dungeon before it closes, but my accessories are like maxed, fully loaded, so I'm trying to get it down a little bit.